Thousands of years ago, when kings ruled with power and armies conquered nations, one woman became famous not because of war, but because of wisdom. She was a queen who ruled a wealthy and powerful kingdom. Her name was known across distant lands. She was the Queen of Sheba. Her story is one of courage, intelligence, wealth, and a search for something greater than riches. She traveled across dangerous deserts to meet the wisest king the world had ever known, King Solomon of Israel. The kingdom of Sheba was a wealthy civilization located in the ancient world. Many historians connect Sheba with the region of southern Arabia, especially modern-day Yemen. Some ancient traditions also connect Sheba with Ethiopia. The kingdom became famous for trade. Its merchants carried valuable treasures across long trade routes: gold, precious stones, and rare spices. Sheba was not a small, forgotten land. It was a kingdom of influence, commerce, and prosperity. At the center of this kingdom was a remarkable leader. The Bible does not reveal her personal name. It simply calls her the Queen of Sheba. She was a ruler who carried responsibility for an entire nation. She made decisions that affected thousands of people. Her wisdom, leadership, and ability to govern made her respected among her people. In the ancient world, leadership was often dominated by kings. But the Queen of Sheba showed that wisdom and authority were not limited by gender. She was a diplomat, a decision-maker, and a visionary leader. Her greatest strength was not only her wealth, it was her desire to learn. One day, visitors arrived from a distant land with incredible news. They spoke of a king in Jerusalem whose wisdom was unlike any other. His name was Solomon. He was the son of King David and ruler of Israel. People said Solomon could answer the hardest questions, make wise judgments, and govern his kingdom with extraordinary understanding. The queen wanted to know if the stories were true. Many people would have been satisfied with rumors. But the Queen of Sheba was different. She wanted truth, not just stories. She decided to personally visit Solomon. She would not send messengers. She would make the journey herself. She prepared to leave her kingdom and travel thousands of miles toward Jerusalem. The road to Jerusalem was difficult. The caravan traveled through harsh deserts, where water was precious and every step required endurance. The queen faced uncertainty and danger, but her desire for wisdom pushed her forward. She was not chasing gold. She was searching for knowledge, understanding, and truth. The Queen of Sheba left behind the comfort of her palace and began an extraordinary journey across the vast desert. Day after day, her caravan crossed endless sands beneath the scorching sun. She carried gold, precious spices, and priceless treasures. But the greatest treasure she sought could not be carried on a camel. She was searching for wisdom. Every mile brought her closer to Jerusalem, where she would meet the wisest king on earth, King Solomon. Her determination reminds us that the greatest rewards often require the greatest journeys. After a long and difficult journey, the Queen of Sheba finally arrived in Jerusalem. Before her stood the famous city of King Solomon. The city was filled with activity, prosperity, and the glory of a kingdom at its peak. She had traveled from a distant land to meet the man whose wisdom had become legendary. Now, she would discover whether the stories were true. The moment finally came. The Queen of Sheba stood before King Solomon.
My king,
Two
I bring
powerful
grave
leaders
news.
from two different kingdoms
my
met
queen.
face to face.
Our borders
One
are
came
threatened.
seeking
We
wisdom.
must act.
The other was
And we
known for
shall,
possessing
together.
it. The queen brought difficult questions to test Solomon's understanding. She wanted to see if his reputation matched reality. The Bible tells us that the Queen of Sheba tested Solomon with challenging questions. She brought mysteries, problems, and difficult matters before him. But Solomon answered every question. Nothing was too complicated for him. The queen discovered that the wisdom she had heard about was not exaggerated. It was Solomon's wisdom was
Bring
not only
forth
seen
the
in his
disputants.
words,
My
it
lord,
was
the child is
revealed through his
mine.
leadership.
No, she lies.
He
The
judged
child is
disputes
mine.
fairly. He
Then
organized
divide
his
the
kingdom
child in
effectively.
two.
He
No,
created peace
give the
and
child to her,
prosperity
but let him
throughout
live.
Israel.
Give the child
Queen
to the
of
first
Sheba
woman. She is the
witnessed
mother.
a ruler whose wisdom influenced an entire nation. But Solomon's wisdom was not the only thing that amazed the queen.
King Solomon,
She saw
what
his
is the
palace.
source of true
She
wisdom?
saw the organization
It
of
is
his
the fear of the
servants.
Lord, the
She saw the
beginning of
excellence
knowledge.
and order of
And
his
how does one
kingdom.
discern justice
Everything
and judgment?
reflected careful
By seeking
planning
truth
and
with a humble
extraordinary
heart.
leadership.
Your words are
The
as
greatness
precious
of
as gold.
Solomon's kingdom was
Wisdom
beyond
shared
what
is
she
wisdom
expected.
multiplied.
Then the
Your
queen
palace
saw
is
something even
magnificent,
greater.
King Solomon.
She entered the
Welcome,
temple
Queen of
Solomon
Sheba.
had built for
Let
the
me show
Lord.
you more.
She witnessed
The
the
cedar
worship,
halls are
the
breathtaking.
dedication,
Crafted from the
and the
finest
honor
lemon
given
and
to
cedar.
God.
And
The
this
greatness
golden
of
chamber,
Solomon's kingdom
unparalleled luxury.
was
A
connected to
symbol of our
something
kingdom's
beyond
prosperity,
human
crafted from
success.
the finest
It
lemon
pointed
and
to the
cedar.
God who
And
gave
this golden
Solomon
chamber,
wisdom.
unparalleled.
The Queen of Sheba gave Solomon extraordinary gifts. She presented gold, precious stones, and rare spices from her kingdom. Her gifts represented honor and respect for the wisdom she had discovered. Solomon also gave her gifts and granted her everything she desired. Their meeting became a symbol of respect between two great kingdoms. After her
Solomon,
remarkable
my heart is
visit,
torn. I
the
must
Queen
return
of
to my
Sheba
people.
returned to her
Sheba,
own
you have brought
kingdom.
wisdom and light.
She arrived
Go
searching
with
for
my
wisdom.
blessing.
She
I will
left with a
carry your
deeper
words forever.
understanding of greatness,
Farewell, my queen.
leadership, and faith.
Farewell, Solomon.
Her journey proved that a person who seeks truth
Farewell,
with an open
Solomon.
heart can discover something far greater than expected. The Queen of Sheba returned home, carrying more than gold and treasures. She returned with memories of a kingdom she had never seen before. She had witnessed the wisdom of Solomon. She had seen the greatness of Jerusalem. And she had discovered a deeper understanding of the God who gave Solomon wisdom. Her journey became a story that would be remembered for generations. When she
My
returned to
people,
Sheba,
hear me. We
she
stand at the
carried the
dawn of a
lessons she
new
had
era.
learned. She had seen that true
Let
greatness
unity be our
was not
strength
only
and
measured by
wisdom our
wealth
guide.
or power. True greatness came through
Together,
wisdom,
we will
justice,
build a legacy that
humility,
endures.
and honoring God. The Queen's experience became a reminder that seeking knowledge can transform a person and a nation. Centuries after the Queen of Sheba's visit to Solomon, another tradition developed in Ethiopia. According to Ethiopian tradition, the queen is known as Makeda, and some accounts say that her journey to Jerusalem led to a connection with Solomon. These traditions tell a story of a son named Menelik, who was believed to become an important figure in Ethiopian history. However, this account comes from later writings and traditions, not from the biblical text. The Ethiopian tradition tells of Menelik I, a figure believed by many in Ethiopian history to be connected to the royal line of Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. According to the tradition, this connection created a powerful link between Ethiopia and Israel. Whether viewed as history or tradition, the story shows how deeply the Queen of Sheba's legacy influenced generations. The story of the Queen of Sheba traveled far beyond her own kingdom. She became known in Jewish, Christian, and Islamic traditions. Different cultures preserved different details about her life, but one message remained consistent. She was a woman who valued wisdom enough to travel across the world to find it. Many
The
centuries
queen of
later,
the south shall rise
Jesus
up in the
himself
judgment with
referred
this
to the Queen of
generation
Sheba.
and shall condemn it.
In the
For
Gospel
she
of
came from
Matthew,
the uttermost parts of the
Jesus
earth
spoke
to
about
hear
the
the
Queen
wisdom
of the
Solomon.
South, saying
And
she came
behold,
from far
a
away
greater
to
than
hear
Solomon is
Solomon's
here.
wisdom. Her journey became an example of someone who was willing to seek truth. She traveled a great distance because wisdom was worth pursuing.